This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
On our People and Places segment of Journeys, Chronicles of Our Asian Century, where we bring you through Asian history and current events. And in this segment, we'd like to particularly address our Filipino youth. If you're earning as a call center agent now at maybe 15 starting or 16,000, you could triple or quadruple that if you listen to our segment today with our guests from Angeles University. Of course, we are also with our esteemed Senator Francisco Kitatad, who will take us on a journey back in time, because this year is the 41st anniversary of the re-establishment of the diplomatic ties of China and the Philippines. This happened on June 9th of 1975, and we'll bring you back to those times where Senator Tatad was one of the direct participants in these historic events. Also in this segment of People and Places, we'd like to bring you to the Film and Food Fest, sponsored by the De La Salle University and the Embassy of China here in Manila. And we'll have some snippets of what went on there, which I think has opened a lot of eyes among the La Salle studentry and faculty on the warming relations between China and the Philippines. Maybe we'll start with those snippets. Let's go ahead and also listen to some of the words from Dean Julio Tihanki, and cultural counselor of the Chinese Embassy, Mr. Pan Feng. Are we ready with that?
Chinese Food and Film Festival here at De La Salle University and hosted by the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. We sincerely hope that this pioneering event can serve as an affirmation of our historic relationship and friendship. Let us welcome this celebration with energy and fun-filled spirits and empty stomachs. I hope you all enjoy the food later and the movies that will be shown for the entire week. On behalf of the brothers, the administrators, and faculty of De La Salle University and the College of Liberal Arts, welcome and let's enjoy the movie and the food. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ánimo Lasal.
Being Asian and Oriental in nature, the cultures of our two countries share many similarities. For instance, the traditional big family values still have a prominent role in China. The Chinese people respect their ancestors, revere their elders and parents, care for their family members, and help each other whenever needed. We subject our personal desire to the greater good of the group we belong to, and we think in terms of collective responsibility. And the Filipino people are very much the same way. Actually, This is one of the themes of today's film, The Little Big Soldiers. Well, I'll stop the spoiler and leave it for you to discover your own. In the Cavin Festival week, we have selected 6 recent Chinese films telling stories about everyday lives of the ordinary Chinese people. This only represents a small collection from China's film and booming film industry. We hope during the week, these 6 films can open a window for you to understand the real China better. Back to food. Our cultural similarities are also reflected in what we eat. Since my arrival in the Philippines, I always feel lucky that my Chinese stomach never suffers.
Also thank Miss Zhang Shifang, Dr. Zhang Shifang of the Confucius Institute of the Angeles University for bringing us those wonderful singers on stage there. They're Filipina students at the Angeles University participating in the Confucius Institute programs. And of course, we're very fortunate to have Mr. Cavin Pamintuan with us. I met him there. And I interviewed him there, but since we could bring him here directly, we'll interview Cavin here, who teaches Mandarin in Angeles University. Kit, if you have any question, just come in. And so, Cavin, how did this career of yours and vocation start? Why did you get interested in the Chinese language?
Actually, it was on 2010 when the Confucius Institute at Angeles University was inaugurated. During that time, the main target of this institute is to teach Mandarin to our students. There is no particular program which will develop these students to become teacher. But during that time, they found out that aside from the Chinese schools, other higher educational institutions in the Philippines are not offering Mandarin language. They're not even, Chinese is not even one of the elective foreign language in these universities. The main problem is that there will be a shortage, or I mean, there will be no one who will teach Mandarin in the Philippines. So then the idea was constructed that we need to train these students to become Mandarin teachers in the Philippines. And that was the time when they applied for this Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Chinese language teaching, which later on was approved by the Commission on Higher Education.
你的中文名叫什么？
我的中文名字是裴刚，裴是第一声，然后刚第一声，裴刚。I
asked him what his Chinese name is now, and he's explaining the pronunciation, the intonation, and so on. Yeah. So Kit, if you have any question,
yes.
Yeah. How many years did it take you to be able to start teaching Mandarin? I understand you took an undergrad degree in China on language.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Actually, this BS Ed Chinese language teaching is a 5-year course with 1 year immersion in China. So
So your BS Ed is here or in China?
4 years in Agnes University
And 1 year in China.
and 1 year in China.
Okay.
China. After that, I pursue my master's degree in Fujian Normal University, which is 2 years. And again, it is a scholarship given by the Confucius
Yeah.
Institute.
I asked for some pictures and so on. We were not able to prepare it. But anyway, next time we'll have a...
Well, I'm sure you have a lot of students doing the basic Chinese.
Yes.
But what is the number of those pursuing higher Chinese?
Basically, in our university, more or less, we have 3,000 students studying Chinese Mandarin.
In
Angeles
Angeles
University.
University,
Just
3,000.
Angeles.
Yes.
Just Angeles.
Angeles,
Okay.
just Angeles University. These are high school students, grades 7, 8, 9, 10. Additional will be our college students taking pharmacy, taking tourism.
They are taking that in
Yes.
Mandarin also?
They have a foreign language in
A part of their
course. Yeah.
Okay.
This will prepare them to get the edge. So later on, they will be on the field, and
Yes,
they have
yeah.
an advantage because they can speak this Mandarin.
Well, actually, I just have a news item from one of the Chinese dailies that there is shortage of pediatricians in China. If we look into the future, you have
Yes.
millions of babies
Yes.
coming because of the change of
Yes.
policy from
Yes.
one
Yeah.
child to
Two-child
more
policy,
children.
yes, yes.
So, but we're talking about jobs for Filipinos. Here in Manila, I'm told by my friends in Binondo that Chinese-speaking tour guides can earn 5,000 a day touring Chinese tourists
people.
around. You know?
Yes, yes.
And do you know that the number of tourists, Chinese tourists in the world is bigger than the population of the Philippines? 110 million
110
Chinese
wow.
tourists.
How many of those are coming to the Philippines?
Only half a million, 490,000, compared to maybe 7 million to Japan.
to Thailand.
Thailand, how many millions would you recall?
I'm not sure.
But,
Maybe
it's,
20 to 25
It's
million.
huge
Yes.
numbers. You know? And Korea too.
Korea too.
So you were telling me about the public schools that have Chinese language programs too.
Yes. At the moment, we have 73 public high schools offering Chinese Mandarin.
73. Where are
Yes.
they? Mainly in Luzon? Mainly
Luzon,
in Pampanga?
Visayas, Mindanao.
Really?
All over the Philippines, we are offering Chinese language teaching. And the teachers of these public high schools are being trained in our university. We give them training to improve their proficiency in language, at the same time to further their knowledge about the Chinese culture.
And so 8,000. When did they start this teaching of Mandarin in the public schools?
It was started on 2011.
2011.
When they signed a partnership between the Department of Education and the Confucius Institute at Angeles University Foundation. That was the start when we start offering Chinese Mandarin as a foreign language in these public high schools.
Any?
So it's Angeles University that pioneered all this?
Yes, yes.
Great.
Well, how many Confucius institutes are there now in the country?
Actually, we have 4. The first one is Ateneo de Manila
Is that
University.
the earliest one?
Yes.
Ateneo.
That was the first.
Around 2006, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Yeah.
the date. Then the second is Bulacan State University. The third is Angeles University
What year
Foundation.
are you?
In 2010.
2010.
And I
okay.
think last year, UP Diliman inaugurated its
Yeah,
own Confucius
UP,
Institute.
I met Dr. Wu of the UP Confucius Institute. They are now renovating some
this.
facilities where they will set up, and eventually they'll also move to the International Center of in the University of the Philippines. By the way, last week there was a donation of 30 computers and printers and 200 cultural and art books
Wow.
from the Chinese Embassy to the University of the Philippines Faculty Center because of the fire that consumed half
faculty-
of
the
the
faculty
faculty
room.
center. So, what do you advise our? Yeah, I was discussing with you your potential from your Mandarin knowledge, and I said maybe if you worked in a private company, you would triple your income. But why stay here in education?
it is also a way of paying back Confucius Institute, because they are the reason why I studied Chinese Mandarin, why I learned Chinese Mandarin. And I think this is the right time to pay back and to give the paper back. And later on we will see the result of this. I think time will come. More and more Filipino students will be studying Mandarin, and I think I will be happier, and I will say this is one of my legacy. This is one of the legacy of the Confucius Institute.
I recall something from the past of my knowledge of Secretary Tata. At that time, Information Minister, he was the one who was telling me he's practicing Tai Chi. And you learned that from Lee Kuan Yew, or?
No, from Chinese friends here in Binondo.
Okay.
Martial arts.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Kevin.
thank you.
We'll have you again. And
Okay, thank you.
So stick around. We'll do some Asian century news and analysis, and then we'll discuss the formal relations of China and the Philippines. Okay, let's take this break.